Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Ready, Set, Grow with myself, Hilary, the marketing mom. And today I've got a special guest with me, considered to be one of the top Pinterest marketing strategists, Chef Katrina. Thank you for joining me today.
Thank you for having me
She's
on.
She specializes in promoted print strategies for businesses to help them grow and scale. All right, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Prior to that, Chef was a chef. Yes, she worked for 12 years at Disney. So if you've ever been there during those times, this is prior to her digital marketing world experience. All right, now she's taken that brand to the online world, cooking up a whole lot of great recipes to help businesses grow. All right. She has founded her company, Marketing Ingredients, and it specializes in do it for yourself Pinterest course training, as well as her pin ad agency, which is recently another new addition recently. So I am excited and happy to have Chef on to talk to us today about her journey, about entrepreneurship, and what are some of your tips? All right, so that's what we'll be discussing today for those of you joining.
I'm excited. I'm so excited to be here. I love whenever we get in conversation, you and I have some amazing conversations. So
Yes,
I
we
always
do.
look forward to coming on and just chatting with you about entrepreneurship and digital marketing because there's always such great things that come out of our conversations.
Definitely, definitely. And I know that some of my followers, some of my viewers, because we're broadcasting in a couple places where they may not have seen you before on my shows. So could you tell us just a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, well, you did a phenomenal job introducing me. I don't have much more to add to that. But I like I said, I was a chef for 12 years, and like many of you that might be watching, and like Hillary, we were in a corporate job. We were looking for a way to kind of work from home, maybe make our own hours, live a laptop lifestyle, also get paid what you're worth, right? That's definitely something that we struggle with. I always hear it all the time. I wish I made more money and I don't get paid enough for the work that I do. And when you have a conversation like that, you kind of turn to the world of internet marketing and looking for another way to build. So you and I have met over the years in different areas of your digital path and mine. We meet up, we diverge, we meet up, we diverge, we cross over, right? But that's one thing you'll learn is as you get more and more in the world of digital marketing, you'll find a lot of people that you'll just kind of run into again and again as they continue to build. So besides being someone that's teaching and training Pinterest, I'm a child of 6. I live in Georgia. I love what I do. And I have an amazing dog right now, my furry kid. And if I'm always looking on the good lookout for a good man. So I'm just going to throw that out there that, that's something too. But yeah, I might as well just get real with you guys. So
Yeah,
I can throw that out. But yeah, but that's a little bit about me.
I love that. One of the things that Chef, you and I connected. I remember when we connected years ago, there was just something about your passion of getting people it's almost like you have always been the one that saw a little more, all right, than I saw in myself. And I want you to talk a little bit about that because to me, I don't know if that is what inspires you in your business, but thanks to you being that way, I have been able to grow and develop as an entrepreneur.
Yeah, you know what? I will say that for me, my passion has always been about teaching, even when I was in the kitchen. And I don't know if it's because of what I read growing up or just kind of got into the mindset. I read a lot of books by like Robert Kiyosaki. I read a lot of books around mindset, development, Think and Grow Rich, like a lot of that. And it kind of put a sense in my head that even when I was working at Disney, I was always on the lookout for somebody to replace my position, right? So that was always my strategy. It's like, if I'm going to make it to, I was an hourly and I got to the next level, right? I wanted to train somebody to take over my role so that I could go up to the next level, right? So in order to grow in leadership, you're always looking for someone to replace you in reality, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so for me, when I came into the digital marketing space, I mean, I did it all the time in culinary. Trust me, if I could promote everybody I ever met inside the culinary world. I mean, some of them definitely had the ability to become incredible leaders. And I saw that. And I think what frustrated me the most is that I couldn't get other people to see that greatness in those people. And I was like, if I can't get people to see greatness in other people, maybe this isn't the place for me to do it. Right. And so when I went online, I had that opportunity to do that again, find the greatness in people and then feed it. Right. So just like you feed somebody at the dinner table and you feed them at a restaurant, I had a way to feed and nourish that in everybody that I got to work with. So from students to clients to communities to digital marketing companies, I truly believe that anything is possible with people. And I love watching people grow. Hillary, you were like my success story in a bundle, right? Because you came out of I remember watching you do your first videos sitting in your cubicle, right? Saying, okay, these are the 3 ways you build your home business, right? Like seriously, like sitting there doing that. And I was like, this is somebody that's not confined by where they're at, but is going to grow into something big. Mm-hmm. And I always believe that if you put in the work and if you want it, anything's possible. So yeah, I even today, I love feeding the entrepreneurial spirit. I love watching people succeed. It is what lights me up. It's what keeps me going. It's what keeps me up late at night to figure out how to have more people succeed in the world of digital marketing.
That's amazing. That's amazing. And we are grateful. I mean, ever so grateful for you and your vision, right? I love it. I don't want to get teary-eyed here, so but that's how great it is. So a lot of people, we're all entrepreneurs, and one of the things, everybody's asking, how do I get started? What do I have to do? And all of these type of things. What would be your maybe top 3, top 5 tips to help entrepreneurs position themselves? And, especially now in this economy, in this time, I think even more so than ever, entrepreneurs and business owners need to get a little bit of guidance how to navigate these waters.
Yeah, I would say my top 2 things that I've discovered over the years, and I've taught and trained hundreds of thousands of online marketers, right? I've had the privilege of trying to figure out how to create the path of least resistance, mm-hmm. to have people be able to maneuver into their business. And so the one thing I discovered, the one thing that kept me going when I first got started was a community, mm-hmm. right? Having access to an entrepreneurial community for me was one of the biggest changes, right? But I also know that I'm going to outgrow communities. So while I started with one community, there was a point where I outgrew it, mm-hmm. right? It's not that I outgrew the friends I made there, but I outgrew the training that was available to me there, right? It wasn't going to help me in my next step of my journey. I needed to start looking to another community, the community that was in the next phase of my business, right? Does that make sense?
Yes, definitely.
So networking became my thing, getting out, even now I know we can't really network publicly, but we can find communities online. We can find groups like you and I are part of an incredible entrepreneurial group right now, mm-hmm. that is of professionals from all walks of the business world, right? And they're from beginners to really successful individuals in this community, which is one thing I do like because I feel like I can grow within this community. Yeah. Right. And so being able to grow in the community is a big piece. The other thing I found really helpful, and I know that we did this together way back when, there was a challenge that we got to get involved in. Yeah. And you and I were both blogging at the time. Mm-hmm. And we worked, right? And we were looking for exposure. And one of the things we're told in the world of digital marketing is you're always looking for exposure agents. Places you can go to get your content seen in front of more people, right? So you're always looking to be part of networking groups. You're always looking to be part of communities. And really what you're in there to do is network, right? Provide value, give feedback. So you and I had joined a blog challenge. And inside of that, the whole thing around that challenge is to give and take, right? You get to give your content and you also get to take in information. So you're going to have to exchange. You're going to have to comment on other people's blog posts. You're going to learn from other people. So it feeds the thirst that many of us have. So doing challenges levels up our business, right? It gets us uncomfortable. I know you and I have done video challenges,
Yes.
right?
that was harder than the blog. It's like the blogging challenge. It's like you sit behind. It's almost as if it's not you, but
Yeah.
the video challenge was, oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, we did like a 30-day video challenge. And I was like, oh, I'm not going to make it 30 days doing Facebook Lives or YouTube Lives or whatever it was. I think we were doing Periscope at the time. I mean, oh boy, right? So
with the phone and the laptop and to try and
yeah. But you know, the thing was is that it got us uncomfortable and it actually did level up our business.
Yeah.
Right.
Every time.
So every time I do a challenge and I look at it, it's like, well, how can I use this challenge to level up my business? Right? What is it? Do I need it right now? Is it valuable to me? Can I make a difference? So the challenges have always had the biggest impact. Like right now I'm in a 90-day challenge. Right.
And speaking of challenges, you're going to be co-hosting one coming up soon, right?
So I'm in the middle of a challenge right now. So I did a 90-day challenge that started back last month. Right. So was it May? May. So in May. So I'm in a 90-day challenge started back in May. Doesn't end until August. Right. So I'm inside of a business building challenge. And I named that challenge originally. It was about building my business, but it became becoming CEO. So the challenge is, what am I doing every day to become a CEO over the next 90 days to grow and expand my primary business, right?
Becoming CEO.
Right. And so inside of that, I gave myself new tasks to do. And one of them was to get back into my blogging, get back into doing that. But I know I have a tendency again to fall off, right? I started it and get consistently out of it. And then I knew there was another challenge coming up. So there was the blog challenge again. Haven't done it for a few years. I'm like, well, it's taking place this month of July. So I'm going to get involved in that challenge because now I'm using these challenges to build and level up my business, right? I'm getting exposure to new people. I'm meeting new entrepreneurs. I'm learning from each other. So I'm like, every single one of these is like a step up. So it's not like these challenges are hard, right? It's the fact that I got to write a blog post and I put it into a community, but they engage with me. They write comments, they sign up for things. It's really a powerful piece. And then, we have another challenge that we are both involved in, right?
Yes.
But what I've discovered is I'm stacking. I'm inside of a 90-day challenge, and I went looking for another challenge that could complement the challenge I'm in, which was the 30-day. And inside of that, I've stacked another challenge, which is a 5-day challenge, right? So we're in a Yep to Freedom. And I love this because it is saying yes to freedom, right? We're saying yep to freedom. We're saying yep to living a laptop lifestyle, of being digital, not having to go into the workplace, creating our own hours. I know you have got 3 beautiful girls, so it's nice to be able to do this.
Work from home,
work from home, take care of them, and still be available, right? Because I know that's one of the things we talked about. So what I love about this challenge is that it's another layer of growth, right? And it's condensed. So now it's only 5 days. We're plugging into some challenge, and I had the awesome privilege of being asked to participate, not only from a consumer side, but as somebody that's actually training as part of this challenge, right? Which kind of, again, falls into what I want to do, which is make a difference for entrepreneurs.
Yes, exactly.
Right?
It just falls right in.
So when you start layering challenges on top of each other and you find the ones that are going to help you grow up, one of the reasons I know that you and I are both in this Yep to Freedom challenge is because the training is amazing, first and foremost, right? We're going to be talking about what it means to be an entrepreneur. What challenges might we face being an entrepreneur that we can use some tools to help us overcome those challenges, stay more on track? How do we do time management? How do we start creating our financial plan, right? We're also going to be talking about, what is the journey of an entrepreneur? What might that look like? What are some of the roadblocks we're going to come up against? Because I'll tell you, our journey all has kind of some similarities inside of it,
definitely.
right? And then
that is one thing.
Go ahead.
Not to cut you, but one of the things that I think most entrepreneurs, and even the ones that I've had on this show interviewing, they always say the same thing. They felt as if they were alone. Right. And when you go into a challenge like this with other entrepreneurs, you realize you're not alone. You're not crazy. All right.
You're not losing your mind.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. And you mentioned that. That's one of the things, like the 90-day challenge I'm in, I'm actually doing it with a group of entrepreneurs we've never done this before together. Right. And inside of that, the blogging challenge, again, I'm doing it with a group of bloggers, and I don't know them all yet, but it's fun to kind of see what people are doing. And I get to learn by going to their blogs what to do. Right. And so then coming into this challenge, like you said, you're surrounded by another group of entrepreneurs. And that's what makes this fun, is you don't know who you're going to meet in there, right? You don't know who could potentially be a business partner, a teammate, somebody that's looking for what you need. And it's all because you said yes to a challenge.
Challenge, exactly. Yeah.
So you're right. We have a ton of times we feel like we're very alone as solo entrepreneurs. So when you can get involved in a community and a challenge like this, and it's 5 days, right? And you know what's more ridiculous? For all the training that's offered during this challenge, they're giving it away for $7. Like, I honestly,
I was like, yep.
yeah. It means $7 to get this type of, and I promise you, it's high level training, right? It's not just like kind of a concept. It's actually like, what can you do to take this and put this into action? And for me, that's what makes the difference, is that this is a challenge that's about benefiting entrepreneurs, and it's not here to break the bank. It's not here to line somebody's pocketbook. It's here to ensure that you learn what you need to know to build a laptop lifestyle.
Exactly. Yes.
I love it.
Definitely. Love it.
So I
can't wait.
Well, you're in the challenge too, right? So how is it that people can get into this challenge with you? Because you and I both know that being part of a challenge and doing it with people, way more entertaining. All right. Yes, so if you haven't met Hillary yet, or you've been watching her, I will tell you this, that going through a challenge with Hillary, since I've been through 2 so far, I'm going on to 3rd. I will tell you that doing a challenge with Hillary is a lot of fun, first and foremost. Okay. So I know that she's going to make sure that you're held accountable, which we all need. Trust me, we all need at some point. Mm-hmm. We're going to have fun going through the challenge together, making sure that we're doing the accountability piece inside this challenge, learning along the way, and then having these discussions of where it's like, well, okay, I learned this in the challenge and I can implement this in my business. Mm-hmm. So, Hillary is the perfect person to get involved with this, right? And I tell my team too. I have a group of people that follow me, and I say, I want to do this with you. So if you want to have some fun, if you want to learn entrepreneurial skills that you can use to grow and scale your business, right? So you can launch it and grow it into a business you love, right? Then Hillary, I know, is going to be the person you're going to want to partner with. Go through this challenge with her. Have some fun with her inside of it. Right? Because she's got so much energy. She's been through a lot of what we've all are going through, right? So why not be a yep to freedom? Why not be a yep to taking on a challenge for 5 days? It's 1 hour each day. If you can't join us live, you can definitely jump in and, watch the recordings. But I promise it's going to be a high level training that is going to benefit you in growing your business. And like I said, Hillary, I don't know what side you're on. You're either there or I don't know. It depends on where you're at in the world.
If you're in Australia.
If you're in Australia, you could be down under, or you could be sideways. I don't know where you're at on this whole thing. But you're going to want to join Hillary. And I know she dropped her link down for her. So get in the challenge with her. Get her support. The good thing is that I'll be in there too. So I look forward to learning more about your business, what you're wanting to accomplish in your business, how we can use this challenge to help leverage and grow that business. Nice. So anything that we can do, honestly, you're in the best place. And this challenge is fun, right? And they got some cool bonuses, like ridiculous bonuses. It's like $2,100 worth of bonuses for $7. It's ridiculous. It is. And it just keeps getting better and better. Because I've seen it, right? And I know the value you're going to get out of being a part of this challenge. So you might as well dive in. It's almost zero risk. I mean, $7 really is a pretty minimal risk to get involved inside of this challenge. See what it's all about. Learn, get something of value from it, and then just move your business forward.
Forward, definitely. Yes.
Okay.
So Katrina, I am like super excited. July 13th is going to be your July 13th.
What day is it now? Is it there yet? Are we there yet?
No, we're not there yet. We're creeping on it. So we're going to see you inside the challenge. Katrina, thank you so much for joining. Again, I mean, it's always a pleasure having you. And yes, for those of you who want to join into the challenge, you'll see the link just scrolling there at the bottom. Reach out to me, message me directly if you got questions or anything like that. Message me directly, and we'll see about how to get you inside of that challenge. And we'll see you tomorrow for the next episode of Ready, Set, Grow.
I love
So
it.
have a great one, everybody. Bye.
Hi, Hillary.